Hello, my friends. I so look forward to this time where we can refresh and connect. There are a whole bunch of studies now that let us know that we can shift our states in a small amount of clock time. And especially if we focus on things other than what's wrong and how are you my enemy. So the purpose of us really gathering is one to connect and to refresh our nervous systems with the very simple practice of actually being able to shift our attention. And I wanted to remind everybody that attention is not only a tremendous gift to each of us, but it's a nutrient that we require. We all require attention as much as we do food and water. And right now, there's somebody who's come over to our house to, speaking of attention, I've been walking through the house over the last few days and have been hearing meowing. We're trying to find out where the meowing has come from. And we think we have a cat trapped under the house. So we have right now someone who is looking under house, trying to find the source of the meow. And so part of my attention is there. So I just wanted to let you know that because it might be another source of everybody, if everybody could just give their attention for a moment to the cat finding his or her or their way out from under the house easily. Because it's been getting fainter. The sounds have been getting, so it's concerning, and we've done everything we can. So I'm just going to do a little wiggling, and so I'd like everybody to just do a little love scooping, and then just sending some attention to our cat. The cat under the house. Yeah, finding their way back out again, and for all of us in the ways that we're trapped under our own houses, for us to be able to, let's use this as a metaphor, that there is a way out, and also asking for assistance. What I was also receiving from that is how each of us ask for support and whether you'd be willing to receive support through this practice of just giving attention. And the purpose of our loops and scoops is one, to be able to receive the nutrient of attention, but also the nutrient of love scoops. Because so much of the world is in a huge faint right now. And with everything that is going on, and then there's another thing going on, and then they're having a way to bring all of those threads of attention that are being pulled in all these different directions home to yourself. So I really wanted to start with love scoops today, and I'd like you to notice something that's been distracting you, and I'd like you to just reach out and include, love scoops include. So reach out and just bring that in and hook that juice up to you again. And no, notice something else, like I'm noticing the cat. I'm going to just reach out, scoop, and bring that back to connect with my own energy system again. And just doing that, I can start to feel a kind of settling, my breath going from ratchety to kind of, And there also may be things behind you. There may be things from the past that are coming up from all of the stuff going on. So you can reach and include that, love scoop it on in. You can bring it into your belly, into your heart, into, like I'm feeling, wanting to bring it into my shoulders. So I can hold things with love rather than as a burden. And let yourself feel actually the receiving. You probably haven't given yourself as much nurturing touch as would be valuable for you. So use this as time to feel the warmth. I'm feeling like, oh, there's this, oh, yes. And then you can let your love scoop wave out, roll out to others that you would like to send love to, whether you know them or not, whether they're people that you know or strangers. And then make sure that you come back to love scooping with you.
Good morning, Stephen, comma, are you in the office today? Question mark. If you are, you have 20 minutes that I could talk.
Hey, Darlene, mute yourself, please.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks, no problem. So as I was love scooping in, I'm feeling my arms. I was feeling now what we can add is appreciation. So appreciate all. I was just thinking, when I touched my arm, I could feel a little muscle here. It's like, oh, look, I still have a muscle here, even after COVID and everything. I have the. So I was appreciating, oh, the strength of my arms, all of the things that my arms can do. So when you're doing love scoops, add some appreciation to where you're touching. So for me, like, yeah, and the capability of my arms to do all of these different things, both delicate and strong. Ah, beautiful. And then letting your love scoops go out again. I'm letting them include my whole neighborhood. I'm just sending a wave out to my whole neighborhood. Now, when you're reaching out, I'd like you to imagine that rather than being surrounded by problems and issues, that you're being surrounded by love. And love is, among other things, the ability to be in the same space with. So let yourself reach out into this love space and bring in any qualities that you would like to add. So for me, I'm thinking of resilience. I want to reach out into my love pool and bring in resilience. And I'm going to bring it in to my knees, where I've been feeling some gritchiness. And when I touch my knees, I realize, how often do I touch my knees? It's only kind of if there's something wrong with them. So, and my knees are going, yeah, you only pay attention to me when something's wrong. So I'm going to reach out into my love pool and I'm going to bring in some resilience and I'm going to deliver that to my knees and let them complain a little bit because they've been neglected. And now they're receiving. So notice what it's like to give love to a part of you that you maybe have been neglecting. And each time I do this, I can feel a longer out breath and a little pause at the end of that, and then a bigger in breath. Ah. And in that in breath, let yourself take your love scoops and any other of the fear melters that you'd like to do so that you can let it permeate your body. And then I'd like you to let your attention fan out and just notice any quality that you would like to add to your attention. So we can infuse our attention as it's going out into the world. You can add love, you can add presence, you could add appreciation, you could add caring. So whatever you would like to add, you can like spritz it and let it fan out. I have found that my attention is not limited by space. So I'd like you to notice, where would you like to be delivering your attention? So it could be to relatives, it could be to people you don't know, it could be to all of the people who are lending support in Ukraine right now. It could be to the people who are caring for the people who are fighting. So I'm interested in how can we let love replace fighting? So that's my intention. When I send attention out, it is with love and presence and connection. I want other people to feel my caring, and for them that to give them resilience, to give them a sense of their own support and that they are supported. And then notice it's very tempting to go and oh, and then I could, and then please be sure to come back to you. So in the big love pool, there's plenty for you. So reaching out, I also have been feeling my lower legs and wanting to give attention to them and to my feet. So notice that your feet can actually rest in the love pool. Just imagine you've got your own little kiddie pool that you're sitting in or standing in, and it's all filled with love. And I'd like you to reach out and I'd like you to put little representatives of qualities that you love in your love pool. Like, I love the color pink right now. So I'm going to just put some pink stones in my love pool. And I love warmth. So I'm going to make my love pool nice and warm. And there are particular colors of water that I really enjoy, a kind of aqua green. So I'm going to make my love pool aqua green. And oh, my feet really like that. My feet started going like this, started. So let yourself add qualities to your love pool and actually let your feet play. You know, like when you put babies into water, you put, any kind of mammal into water, they're going to start playing in the water. So let your feet start playing in the water and let your toes spread out so you can absorb all of that love through your toes and up through your legs and up through your whole body. So that you're always grounded in a love pool that you can refresh all the time with your attention. And now let that love come up through you and out through you, out through your sharing of your attention. And let that go anywhere that you feel drawn, any place that you feel drawn to let it go. And actually feel it landing so you can feel the attention and the love from your love pool kind of percolate. Like I had a plant yesterday that had gone, and I put it in a pool of water that I put some little special nutrients in, and I left it overnight. And today it was boing, boing. So imagine that there's some parts of you that have gotten a little bit dehydrated, a little bit shriveled up, not as loved up, and let your toes and your legs and your arms just slurp it up until you're feeling nice and juicy. And then let that juiciness expand out around you, sending that anywhere that you want to. Ooh, and the guy is over here. He must have found another place to go in. So if you can hear little scrabbling noises, this is the guy who's going after the kitty. So I'm just going to send some energy, letting the kitty know that we really want the kitty to be able to have a good rest of its life. Beautiful. So this week, I want to invite you to let all of the wonderful support of this earth that supports us all come up through you, fill you with juiciness, and be a source of your sharing with others throughout this week. So you keep refreshing yourself. And thanks so much for being here today. And I'm going to take leave and see how my rescuer is doing here, and look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now.
Bye, Katie. Thank you.